Some leftovers are too good to waste. Here's how to turn leftover risotto into crispy arancini with a melty mozzarella centre. The best arancini is always made with leftover risotto, and this is my risotto recipe for red pepper risotto that I made the other day. It's already on the channel, so you can go and check that out later. And the reason leftover risotto is the best is because once it's been sat in the fridge overnight, the rice absorbs all of that extra moisture, takes it on, creates a really nice texture that you can then roll into balls. But today we're going to fill ours with a little bit of mozzarella cheese, or you could use any cheese of your choice. The idea of this recipe is you use up the risotto and you use up whatever's in your fridge. So I'm going to take a mozzarella ball and I'm going to dice it into 1 centimetre cubes. Then I'm going to take a heaped teaspoon of risotto and flatten it out on my hand. You can wet your hands with a little bit of cold water, and that just helps to prevent the rice from sticking to your hands. Place a piece of the mozzarella into the centre and then wrap it up and roll it into a tight sealed ball. You can then place it to one side on a plate or tray and repeat until you've used up all of your risotto. With that done, we can now move on to setting up our breadcrumbing station. So I've got some plain or all-purpose flour in a bowl here. No set amount because I don't know how many arancini you're making. And then in the middle bowl, I'm going to place some eggs. And in the final bowl, I'm going to add some breadcrumbs. Beat the eggs using a fork, and then we can move on to coating our arancini with breadcrumbs. Simply roll them around in the flour first of all, and then shake off any of the excess flour, and then dip them into the egg. Allow any excess egg to drip off and then place them into the breadcrumbs. It's always wise to use one hand for the dry ingredients and then one hand for the wet ingredients, and that way you don't end up with breadcrumbed fingers. And now that's all of the hard work done, so all we have to do now is cook them. So I've filled a heavy pot just under halfway full with oil that is suitable for deep frying. I'm going to heat that up to around 170 degrees Celsius, and once it's hot we're going to place in our arancini. Once cooked, place them onto a wire rack or onto a plate lined with kitchen paper to allow them to drain off the excess oil. And that's your arancini now ready. We can now just serve them up immediately while they're still nice and hot. You can serve them with a dipping sauce such as a tomatoey sauce or a garlic mayonnaise or something similar like that. And now we'll break into one and see if we've got that melty cheesy centre. So there you have it, perfect arancini with melty cheese centres. The best way to use up risotto, and the breadcrumbs are my own breadcrumbs, so that's a byproduct of my stale bread. It's a perfect example of using up your leftovers. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. So good, so good.